What's up? Hello and what's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good day. PC Monk here with another with another Bitcoin video. Hope you guys doing okay? So I like it to keep it this short without taking a look at liquidity most of the time, but sometimes it's worth to take out the liquidity, like today, okay? Because we essentially performed the two sweeps at the same time, so we got to take a look at the liquidity. But before actually I go on the chart, we're going to take a look at the liquidity today. Here's the liquidity. Here's the liquidity. All right. So to the upside, right? We did went. Let me refresh this, sir. Okay, we did went to that at 37K, right? If I want to bring the chart, did we go? We did go to that at 37,760 something. I did have a short up there. I closed it, guys. I closed it because I was scared. Okay. Anyway, so we could see there's a little bit more, a lot of, not a lot of, but if you remove these, there's still some left till 38K. So has this done, is the sweep done to the upside? I feel like it might do it one more time. But to the downside, we have a lot more right now. So to 36,100, we have around 357 million. To the upside is 327 million. The 100 X's are a lot more to the downside. That means a lot of more longers than shorters, right? Now, if we talk about the 36,100, the full pool on the bottom to 35,000 is 1.43. To the upside is 1.18. Okay, so but we could see that around the 38k 100, there's a lot. There's 600 million there. So to 36k 36 100, there's 1 billion there. So now we got to take a look at the clusters, right? I actually forgot to open the clusters. Hang on here, hang on here. There you go. All right. So here's the cluster. So this is the cluster on 3 days, by the way. You could see there's a lot of liquidity to grab here, right? And it did it two times here yesterday with this two dump, and there's some liquidity still here. I think it might just come and grab this liquidity all the way to 37,000 something, and then push it back up to clean this liquidity, because it couldn't. It tried with this, it couldn't. Still there, and it's 90 million. Let's take a look at the three exchanges. To the upside, around 38k flat, we got 230 million. Sorry, guys, hiccups coming. Hiccups coming. All right. That being said, now let's take a look at the chart. I want to talk about my own methodology first. All right. Right in here, what do we said? What do we said, sir? So, uh, I thought there's gonna be a curve play here. Hold it here, come back up. It didn't. So the curve play is off. All right. One more thing, I said it over the stream. I thought it's gonna do a sweep the low, come back up. It didn't do that. It swept the low, then it came back up right here to this area, right? Right now, it's kind of struggling at the mid of this big candle. You guys could see this candle. We did have a buy side liquidity here that has been taken. Has been taken right here. And these are all filled. These are the volume imbalances. They were filled. So what it leaves us, first we gotta talk about this pennant. This is a pure pennant. Extreme low, okay, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high, higher high. It's a pennant, broke out, tried a double top here, got denied, went down, went to the first buy side liquidity right here. It held it a couple of times, went a little bit higher, got failed, and it chopped here, tried a little bit higher, and then we came back down. And this is a 5 minute, so we're talking about 5 minutes. Now on a 1 hour though, we could see here that let me just remove these two. After the pennant, okay, after this, which we caught it on a lower time frame, that's why you didn't see it go very higher, because the pennant was on a lower time frame, it was not on a 1 hour time frame. Nonetheless, right here we could see that after we went up, we rejected the move. We grabbed the liquidity of this previous candle, we rejected the move, and then we come back down, right? We come back down all the way to this area. Then try to retest the high, failed, and it's coming back lower. So what do we think here? Right now, this price action is really maybe either. Give me a second, guys. So it's either just a consolidation, or it's doing a. It's bearish. It's bearish. We could say it's bearish. We could see right here. We had this right here. We had a doji move to the upside, right? Move to the downside. My bad. So I'm having a long here around this area. Maybe it hits it. If it hits it, I'll be in. If it doesn't want to hold this only, then we could see another push even to the higher side, or just a play around here to continue to the lower side. Right now in the London market, we don't see much movement, right? To the upside, this still remains. This one. This is a big sell liquidity, by the way, from here. We grabbed a little bit here. We could still expect a triple top or a double top at least here, or even a little bit higher. You guys remember the first time we were at 30K, we were doing something like this, and the last one that we touched was 31.8. I could actually show you guys maybe because I think that's a long time ago, right? If I go on a 4 hour and I pause the right here, you guys see this? So what happened here? Then we came here. You guys could see it went down all the way here, right? Then we came back. What happened? We did a double top, 31 to 30,089. Then we went higher and did what? 31,400. Then we did even went higher and did 31,800. And then we essentially came back down. And the rest is history. And the rest is history. We could do the same here. We definitely could do the same here. Come a little bit lower around this area, or even lower around this buy side liquidity, which is 36,500. Around that 36,100, we had 1 billion worth of liquidity, which is around here, which is around this volume imbalance, and then pick it back up and come here. Will this happen in a day? Will this happen in an hour? We don't know. We're just going to take the price action, but that's a possibility. But what I'm rooting for right now, it's not that. I'm saying maybe hold here, or hold here and then go back up. Like worst case scenario, come here to this buy side liquid. Losing this, I'm a little bit pessimistic about the 38,000. It could happen, but I'll be a little bit pessimistic. Does that make sense? Let's take a look at Dixie. Yesterday I forgot to take a look at Dixie. Dixie is very important for me. Dixie's been dumping. So when Dixie dumps, that means SPX is gaining power, right? I mean, Dixie is against a couple of baskets, a basket of indices. All right, but you could see as Dixie is going down. Yesterday we thought it's gonna go. I thought it's gonna go down, but the SPX went up. So if it wants to follow this, right now it filled a little bit of this gap. So today it could fill the hole, then come back down. And if that's about to happen, I would say BTC holds there, pushes it up with SPX to 38K, and then comes back down with SPX. That's a possibility. ES1 is doing good, and Q1 is doing good. They're holding their top here right now. So it's a little bit, when you hold the top, it's kind of bearish. When you hold the bottom, it's kind of bullish. Everybody think when you hold the bottom is bearish. No, when you hold the bottom, that means you're finding a support. When you hold the top, that means you're getting a rejection, or you're distributing. Does that make sense, guys? Hopefully it does. The VIX is okay too. So now let's take a look at this chart, our Picasso chart. Our Picasso chart, okay? There's a lot of horizontal line around here, I know. I gotta remove one or two. So one of them is this, and that's the only one I'm gonna remove. And maybe, these two on a 5 minute they mean something, but I removed one of them. So this is what we got. We essentially got rejected from the previous day close. As you guys can see, it's this dotted blue line. Dotted blue line, we got rejected here. It's holding the midline of this candle, the mid to low of this candle. We tested it one time, we hold it another time, and right now we went a little bit even lower. So the 1 hour is about to be stopped in 22 minutes. I think we could come lower based on this chart, based on my trading trend line chart. I think we could come lower. We could come test this. It's gonna be 36,500. Essentially, that's a buy liquidity on the other chart, right? We could come and retest this area and then pick it back up. Other than that, maybe, only maybe, it wants to hold this consolidation. And that's a possibility too. Still, I'm having a little bit hope right now until 36,500, even if he hits here for a grab at 38K. All right, losing this, I'll be more pessimistic, and I would be like, I would saying like a short is more proper. But keep in mind, right now, as this is an extreme high, this is a lower high, and this is a lower high. Okay, so, and you could see how the lower highs are progressing. You see this lower high literally hit the top of this one literally hit the top of this. So, and candlestick wise, this is bearish. Red, doji, red. It's bearish. So we could get another doji and another red after that. And this the doji could come a little bit low to like 37K, then come back up and even retest the top again, and then hold it here just like this. The body holds the low of this red candle, and the next red candle comes in, grabs the mid of this, retest the mid of this, and then goes down. That's it. And then we continue down. Where we continue down, like I said, I hope we stop around this area, this range. This looks like a good support to me. I just draw something irrelevant. This looks like a good support to me, this navy blue line. The extreme of this navy blue line is this yellow line, which is going to be 36,000 flat or 35,000. And if we hit here, I don't know if you're going to hold it or not, or it's just going to go through. If it goes through, then this is going to be a big dump, in my opinion, all the way to 33,000 maybe, somewhere around here. 33,000, I still yell about 32,950. Okay, but I think we're gonna stop around 32,000 or 33,500 if the immense dump happens, which I think we're close to that. Maybe one more grab than the dump, or this is gonna be the dump. All right, I don't think we're gonna go to like anything above 40K or even 38,500. Let's put it that way. All right, either come and let me tell you this, if it comes down here, it's going to come back up. We're still going to consolidate around this area. I still think that. But coming down to this, that's a big sweep, and that's a big move. So if it holds the low, then that's the point that you should question yourself. That if we're holding the low, are we going to go higher, or it's going to be one of those low that we had at 35K first time, right? Right, right here. It was holding the low right here, right? It was holding the low, and then it happened. You see? But the funny thing is, oh, not the funny thing is, the thing that you have to realize is we first grabbed the liquidity of all the previous highs, then that happened. And it always holded the low of this big momentum one. Or it holded the low of the point of control. All right, right now and here, do we want to take a look at the point of control as well? This is a big, this is very cluttered. Let's go on this chart. Um, so I'm going to put the fixed volume range from this white line all the way to the top, okay? Point of control is here, 34,500. So it could come here and then it starts to slowly go down just like before. But there's a big but. We have to first clear the high of all of these, We'll see if that happens or not, or like I said, this is a lower high, and then it's gonna go down. What I think is either, let me go with a 5 minute. So either, let me bring the trend line chart. I talked about my own methodology. It's enough. Uh, Either we hold here, we dump anywhere. I mean, these are the places that I'm looking at. Okay, but either we hold here and we go higher, all right, or we go higher from this area. This is what I think, for that 38K grab, or it's going to clash to the upside, clash to the downside. I'm sorry, collapse to the downside. And that would be it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay green. Join me on my streams. I'll be starting streaming probably in an hour or so. And that's it. Thank you for all your support, all your boosts, all your comments, all your likes, all your subscriptions, anything that motivates me and supports me. I appreciate it highly, highly. And bye bye.